Another important feature in Illustrator would be your gradient tool. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that today, and then you're going to try it out in a few different uses here. So really the main thing is you have to have a shape or text that you want to put it into. And if it's text, you have to outline it. So really it becomes a shape that way as well. So you draw your shape. You can see I have the gradient window pulled up. You can grab that from here. There's also a gradient tool here that'll let you modify the way the gradient looks right on your artboard. So you can pick between two types, linear and radial. It gives you a standard black and white color. As you can see, this is the gradient itself down here. My white color, my black color. I can change how much or how little of the white there is. I can change the order that it's going. You can even change the color, and you can add additional colors. So the way you add colors, you click below and it adds a third color. You can drag them off by removing it. You can change the type to radial. If I wanted to use the actual tool, you can see there's already like a little default line drawn here. You can make that yourself with the gradient tool on the toolbar. So if I wanted the radial to start up in the top left corner and drag it down that way, I can make a radial gradient that way. Or linear. Let's say you don't want it going left, right. Let's say you want it going up and down. That's when you'll use the toolbar to do so. Now, changing colors is a little bit different. You have two squares here that you can change it from. There's a few ways to do it, but the easiest, in my opinion, is just to double click. It'll pop open a menu where you can choose your colors from here. Now, if it's just showing black, you need to switch it to the RGB scale mode. Or you can just go to get your default swatches. So you can change colors pretty simply here. Get a nice looking gradient. To add another color, you just click, and I can just go right here and change it to the color that I want it to be. So yeah, pretty simple. Gradient tool. Some other nice features that you can do, like I said, you can do it with text. So if I have gradient typed out here, for a gradient, you probably want a thicker font that you can actually see, but again, it has to be outlined. So I have to say create outlines and then apply the gradient that I want it to go to. So if I want it going up to down, it might look better. There it is. A lot of times I'll outline a gradient just to give it that extra look. Edit, copy, paste and back. Put a black outline on this. Looks all right. Now, another cool feature that I will show you is splitting pieces to get this nice little text effect that I've seen quite a bit lately. So let's pretend you want to make these like overlapping pieces with a little gradient effect. You can go here, create outlines. I'm going to divide this piece up a bit, so I'm going to just take my line tool and draw a line through my X shape here, and I'm going to draw another one through my X shape here. I was expecting more of a straight line there. Let's see. So now let's see if I can divide this piece up with my pathfinders. And I will ungroup. And so now what I should have is 3 different pieces that you can put 3 different gradients onto. So you can get some cool looking effects here. So I'll do a linear, and I'm going to change the direction of it. So what I want it to be is the shadow going from the piece and the shadow going from this piece. And then just your normal color on top here. And what happens then is you get like almost a drop shadow effect. So you can do some pretty cool stuff with the gradient tool. You can also do just simple circular colors to do shading. So if I wanted this to look like a rounded ball, I can actually draw those pieces out. Oops. or pick and choose where I want the shading to start and end from to make it almost look like a sphere shape. So your challenge will be just to kind of mess with the gradient tool a little bit and get the feel for it on a couple different uses.